I'm as real as your imagination.
Dog days of summer out there. I'm working a double shift tonight. You're giving me stuff like this all the time.
You know, every so often on social media, I'll come across a Barney related post and it'll be like, oh my god, I don't remember this line from the theme song. He was an imaginary friend the whole time. And I'm sitting here going, are we really serious?
Barney can be your friend too if you just
Get a bite of your Frosty.
But no, like, maybe there is a reason so many people missed this growing up. See, Barney was never meant for grown adults. I mean, just look at Michael. He damn near looked like a grown adult in season 2, and he got out of Barney, and look what happened to him. Successful. But no, what I love most about being the Barney historian that I am is looking back at the series through the lens of someone who not only sunk too far into the deep end, but as an adult seeing through to the core of what this series really means. There's a very specific thing the series had always made sure to keep at the forefront of everything it did since its very inception. That being to enforce the notion that Barney the dinosaur is nothing more than a stuffed animal.
Barney isn't just a little doll. He's very big, scary, and pink!
And that went all the way back. Michael and Amy literally found Barney in a dusty old box in their shed. I just know they was finna send him off to the Salvation Army in like 2 seconds without even knowing.
Salvation Army tomorrow, Bill. Really don't laugh, you find good stuff.
In each of those original videos, Barney would come to life and play with the children, take them to faraway lands, and then always make sure they came back home safe in the end, before we see him revert back to a stuffed animal. This formula would carry on from the original home video series and into the TV show in the early 90s. Now, I've never really liked the term revert when it comes to this, because in reality, Barney never actually came to life. And see, this is what I mean when I say I've sunk too far into the deep end, because this is what I be talking about out loud in real life, and it pays my bills, dude.
$7? Are you serious?
But it really means something to me. The first and last lines of the Barney theme song are the most important lines in the entire franchise, as they are the driving force behind the show's thesis. Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination, and
Barney can be your friend too if you just make believe him.
now, the reason I said that Barney being a stuffed animal was a thing that the series had kept at the forefront in that specific phrasing is because at the very least in the first 10 years, that was something you could look back and find in everything that went on, even if subtly. The tapes from 1988 had the kids keep Barney coming to life as a secret that mom couldn't find out about, a plot point so integral that it was highlighted in the theme song.
And Adam has a ticket, but Mom has never seen him 'cause she doesn't know.
Why not?
Not because mom finding out about Barney would prompt her to call the FBI and we end up with an Alf cliffhanger situation where now he's on the run for the rest of his life, but because that's just how a child's mind operates. They know Barney doesn't actually come to life, but in their imagination, he's as real as we picture him on the TV.
Who are you talking to?
It's none of your business.
Of course mom knows who Barney is. We can only assume she's the one that bought the doll in the first place, or maybe she made and sewed him together for the kids, who knows. But to her, he's just a doll that they tote around and doesn't find out about their deep emotional connection to him until the early trilogy's finale.
Thank you, Mommy. I can't go to sleep without Barney.
You're right. Barney is special, isn't he?
I don't know.
In Barney's Imagination Island, link in the description, Tasha and Min read a bedtime story. They pretend Barney takes them on an adventure to a make-believe island through a door in their closet.
After you, Barney.
Here I go.
And when they finally return after the long journey, the mom comes in and we find that no time had actually passed at all. Bro, in the Barney film, Barney's Great Adventure, Barney comes to life in front of a child that doesn't believe in imaginary friends or anything like that. Or so he thinks.
Tubby again.
And the kid Cody spends most of the movie antagonizing him just for existing.
You look...
Well, thank you, Cody. So do you. Well, we better get started having fun right now.
They find an egg in the barn and go on this big adventure finding out about it, how to hatch it, and do in the end. And at the end of the day, the kid warms up to Barney, and after, we see Barney sitting on the swing at the house, but as a stuffed animal. The face that Cody gives when he realizes this is so satisfying, because what it communicates is that he was right the whole time. He was doubting the existence of Barney because he didn't think his imagination was strong enough, or that it even was anything other than just kid stuff.
What's wrong with just being a kid, Cody? What's wrong with that?
But when he realizes the entire adventure they just went on and the fact that Barney had never actually been there, that's where that smile comes from. And again, this being our confirmation that Barney was never actually running around and flying through the sky with them or protecting them under a circus tent. Barney had actually orchestrated this all through their imaginations, even the rainbow egg appearing in the first place. That was his doing. It gave the kid a reason to believe in enjoying his childhood for what it is, that playing pretend can be fun and not cringe, and bringing the family back together. And I didn't figure this out until just a few years ago when someone pointed it out to me. In the same way you tote your plushies around the house as a child, make voices for them, and even have them talk to your parents or whatever, and they just play along, that's what's really going on here. And what's interesting is that early on, you could kind of see this play out in the show itself. There's an episode of the second season where everyone's grandparents come to the school, and at the end, they act surprised that Barney went away.
Where'd he go?
Granddad, he's right there.
In the way the adult guests would speak in the earlier seasons, it sounded as though they themselves really were just playing along, pretending that Barney was standing next to them.
I thought that you could visit and share one of your favorite things with us.
That's a good idea.
Got it, great. By far, I think the most fun way of imagining this is that it could also be used to explain the visual differences Barney took on over the years. The Barney costume went through many changes and appearances in the first 10 years of the franchise due to the production crew finding new ways of building as time progressed. So with Barney continuing to change appearance, we could relate this back to how the kids are imagining themselves. Him themselves. Yeah, that makes sense. It really also helps to enforce the notion that everyone has their own Barney. You grew up with a Barney stuffed animal, that's what Barney looked like to you when you would play around and have fun and make believe and all kinds of things. Every Barney looks different, and Barney himself would look different over the years. In one of the greatest episodes of the show, Making New Friends from season 3, the kid Kenneth moves to the school as a new school for him, and he doesn't know anyone, but the moment he runs into Barney, that's the one person that he knows. I say person like Barney's like a human being, but you know what I mean.
Barney!
Oh, hello there, Kenneth.
Am I glad to see you, Barney?
Barney immediately recognizes him and vice versa, hinting that Kenneth probably has his own Barney at home or at another school that he went to that they paraded as Barney, and he just relates to this Barney because the kids themselves at this school know this stuffed animal as Barney. It's so cool. It's a topic that is really, really fun to me because this is the core of Barney. And again, a lot of people seem to miss this, maybe because we were children growing up. We just knew that Barney was on and we're gonna have fun. Or it could also be just how well the body and voice performers of Barney were doing in that costume that made us believe that Barney himself was real as a kid.
You can call it falling, that's what you please. But I say I like autumn.
Oh boy, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see it.
Bob West and David Joyner as the heart and soul of Barney for the first 10 years did such an amazing job at making Barney this believable figure in every way that he moved, sounded, acted. You just believed him. You just believed that he was a real being. And so it would make sense that a lot of people growing up would forget the fact that Barney was an imaginary friend the entire time from the theme song, because as a kid, all you knew was that he was real. Look, this is what I do. I make think pieces on Barney because there's a lot of things that Barney does that, despite it being a kid's show for pre-K or whatever, it has a lot of heart to it and it has a lot of meaning to it. I love that these are discussions that we can have because it's just fun. It doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things, but it's just something to keep your brain racking. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter how old you are. Barney meant something to us at some point in our lives. Whether he's real or not, it doesn't matter. All that matters is the memories that you have of him deep inside. Knowing that in your darkest times, your deepest turmoil, you can always turn back and look to a friend that would always be there for you. Deep in the recesses of your imagination, anything is possible, as long as it's make-believe.
Remember, I'm always here, and if you need something special, all you have to do is make a wish, and I'll be there.
I know, Barney. That's why you're so special. Love you.
Love you too.
I love you, Barney.
And all we have to do is wish real hard. He'll be there when we need him.
Love you.
As always, a quick thank you to all my active patrons and YouTube members: Austin, Andy Jansen, Caroline, Chaco, D Cool, Ian, Jake, Jude, Luke, Manny, Matt, Megli, Quasar, Ziza, everybody here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for being here. I'm currently working on an overhaul to both Patreon and the YouTube members section, so please keep just bear with me, because again, I'm a one-person show and we've been doing a lot. We just moved house recently, so it's taken a lot to get back onto the YouTube train, but I'm really trying to put my whole force in it. So again, please bear with me. I hope to have a lot of cool things for you guys coming soon, and this is also the first year that I've actually pushed to get a video out on my birthday, so it's been very interesting. And you know, I couldn't do it without you guys here. Truly, and truthfully. And I owe a lot to Barney as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, look for best on the horizon. I'll see you. Wait, what's my catchphrase again? Thank you guys so much for boarding my rainbow line. I'll see you guys at the next stop. I keep forgetting it. See you.